Alright my guys, you know what time it is. It's mudlarking time. The sun is right in my eyes. It's nice and early. Let's see what we can find today. Straight into something metal and round and metal, look at there. Here we go. Modern, but a good sign. 100 escudos. Thank you very much. Oh, that's a lovely coin. Okay, let's see if that is the shape of things to come. I don't want you to get too excited, but you know we all like a pretty piece of glass, and I think this one, judging by the little lines on it, has probably got, there we go. Nice little bit of something, little burst there. Pressed glass, lovely little shard. There we go, sit nicely on my windowsill. So I've sat down in this really promising area with lots of sticky up coin-like potentials, and I've noticed a coin down here. It's a modern one, but look, you can just see it peeping out there. There we go. Oh, the shine on that. That's how. Oh, goodness me. Fresh out the mint. So, UAE. There we go. If I hop over to the United Arab Emirates, maybe that'll buy me a sweetie. What do I see down there? See where my finger is? This could be an absolute nothing, but it just caught my eye. It looks like it might be a cloth seal. I stress this could be nothing. It could be a bit of shell, which I think it is. Oh, sneaky old foreshore. Alright, let's keep looking. I can see down there that the coin line continues. Again, I can see it's a modern one. Here we go. Just there. And this little paddle, who have we got now? Now, is that a euro? It looks Italian to me. So, 5 cents. There we are, the Colosseum. Fantastic. Would recommend going. I mean, here you go. Lovely. So if I stick with it, in theory, some more coins should appear on this line here. Perhaps even going further down that way. I'll give it a whirl before I move on, but I don't want to be enticed too far in by modern coins. And a tale as old as time itself. I am being enticed by the coins. I can see another one. Can you spot it? It's a modern again, so don't get too excited, but will I be able to extract myself from this velvet coffin? It is so enticing. There we go. Let's see, hang on. 20 British pence. Okay, well I definitely, well, no, I probably can't buy any sweeties. Maybe some penny sweets. Oh, can I see another thing, or is it shell? You see this, when the sun is out, this is what happens. You see things and you think it's a coin, but it is in fact just the curve of a broken shell. Yeah, good life lesson here. Should probably not be too distracted by the lure of mammon. Let's redeem ourselves with some pottery. I might be making a total fool of myself, but could this be a bit of Roman burnished ware? It's so worn, it could easily be something else. I think it is. I think it is. Or, when that dries out, is that going to be pretty white and grey, and it's actually just a piece of medieval pottery? Paging Richard Hemery, paging Mark Sowden, and all the other pottery fans. What say you? Anyway, the reason I'm looking at it is because of this gorgeous telltale swirl here, where it's been formed on a wheel. these tiny little peaks of the edge of the vessel there, and then you can see a bit of base here. I don't know, I still got hopes that that might be a black fabric. We shall see. By the time I've put this out, I would have found out. Nice. Okay, back to the coins. From over here, I've spotted something over there. And I know it's only going to be a fragment, but there are some little bumps and squiggles, and I think it might be something quite pretty, so let's have a look. Oh, without me totally obscuring it. Okay, it's down here, you may have spotted it. It's just hiding. That, oh sweet! Tiny fragment. Now you know what the challenge is, don't you? We've got to ID this Victorian clay pipe bowl fragment. Ah, is it a V or is it an A? I'm saying, I don't know what I'm saying, but maybe one of my pipe friends can assist me on this. It might be something they've seen. It's such a pretty little fragment. Love that. Just next to it. Okay, maybe it's a fragment, I don't know. But look at this. That looks like it's been made into this little square piece here. I don't know, it could be totally fluky, serendipitously chopped into this rectangle, but doesn't it look like a little school board of some sort? I don't really know what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean. It's like Dad's newspaper, or anyway, it's a cute thing, and obviously I'm going to make room for that in my home. Alright, you know I'm a bone fiend, and I admit this is not for everyone, but here we go. Post-mortem, or while the animal was alive, what do we reckon? Look at that! So, I don't know, if any zoo archaeologists and the like want to add their theories, please do. I love finding a piece of bone with some kind of trauma to it, whether it's a false start, chop mark, or a hole. Obviously your mind wants to think immediately some kind of projectile has caused that, but it could have been something else. Did it happen when the animal was alive or dead? There we go, always captures my imagination. I've just paused here for the pottery fans. I'm not going to take these home, but just to show you a couple of nice examples of some Hampshire Surrey borderware that is specifically Tudor green. You could see the splashes, speckles of green glaze on there. Lovely. I say I'm not taking them home. Now what am I going to do? Definitely not going to take this one though. Yeah, I might take that home. Definitely not taking this one. It is a piece of post-medieval redware. Oh no, I've just said that, but look. Look here, you can see where this handle has been made. Oh dear, I'm gonna have to take it. Look, the potter's finger or thumbprints and fingernail marks. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I am going to be taking this. I am going to be taking this because signs of the people who made these vessels, you know, maybe 400 years old, this one, 500 or more, this one. I mean, come on. Anyway, lovely tactile pieces. Yeah, they are coming home. Oh well. And then right down next to my lovely pottery, you can see it, I hope, there, glistening in the sun. a little lace aglet, lovely golden one. So a lace shape or aglet. These are the equivalent to the little plastic tags we have on the end of our laces now. And yeah, they went on laces like we have the little plastic bits on laces, but they're so lovely. This probably for some clothing, laces on clothing. I'll put up a reference pic. Love this. Okay, I mean it this time. I'm genuinely not taking this, but I'm going to show you it. My reason for not taking it is I've got some near complete half vessels. It's a piece of Siegberg stoneware, so German, from a very specific Freshen area, Siegberg Freshen area, and yeah, it's lovely stuff. My main reason for liking it is this sort of frilled base, and it reminds me, looking at it now, it reminds me of those lovely German biscuits, gingery biscuits with the icing that I can't think of the word for at the moment, but yeah, lovely. I'll leave this here for another mudlark. I wish I could show you how I found this find because it was the quintessential seeing something on its side and thinking, aye aye. Well, you can probably see it by now. Here it is. I haven't picked it up yet, I just flicked it over. So let's see. A lovely looking button, but is it going to be plain or is it going to have something on it? Ah, it's plain. Never mind. Lovely, lovely metal button. 18th and 19th century. We'll get that home and see if I can find anything else on it. I've got to move. Since my last foot and leg wetting, I've had another one. I mean, the tide is coming in so quickly, and it just kind of silently lapped this leg, my left leg, that was hanging out behind me. Never mind. Beautiful button. Could use that today. Alright, we've moved on, but the coins are plaguing me. I'm down at the water's edge now. We're getting down to low tide. And here we go, another modern boy. It's a penny, British penny. Alright, let's continue. We'll try and escape the coins. Unless they're oldies, of course, but let's see what I can find at the waterline now. Okay, so that thing you just saw me playing with, yeah, it's token shaped, but I'll wait till I get that home. I'll flatten it out and I'll see if I can see anything on it. I don't hold out too much hope, but yeah, and that's what we mean when we say where there's modern coins, there may be old coins, or in this case tokens. I'll keep having a look here along the water's edge as low tide is nearly upon us. As I get a boot full of water, yes, I can soon sort out, I've stopped to tell you that my insanity extends to stones. This is a lovely stone. I know when I get it home it's going to dry and look like any other stone, but hey, it can go in the garden. And let me think, am I going to dry my foot out in the sunshine? It's pretty wet. Or am I going to go for the trench foot? We'll see, I'll give you an update. The coins, they won't leave me alone. Down here we got another. Who have we got this time? Okay. Queen Elizabeth II. That's a 5 pence, British pence. Alright. There's something really satisfyingly glassy and shiny down here. Yeah, it could be one of two things. Right, I'm going in for it. You may have spotted it. Oh, lovely. Cod bottle stopper. So I often find a lot of glass around here. I think there was a bottle dump quite close by. And yeah, A cod bottle stopper is always a welcome thing. Used as marbles by kids. They used to smash the bottles to get the stopper out of the neck. This stopper functioned as a closure, a seal in a cod bottle, invented by Hiram Cod. Yeah, lovely thing. I wear one in a little cage around my neck actually. Shout out Pirio, who gave me the little cage to put the stopper in. Anyway, I'm glad we've had a break from coins. This is a lovely, lovely thing. Little bit of iridescence on there. Ha! You can just about see the seal as well, where it's been made in a mould. Lovely. I think I've got it, my find of the day, and I hope I don't get this home and it starts gasping for air. That could just be my negative outlook. I'm certain, yeah, I'm certain, it's a fossil. Here it is. Look, tiny. Look at that. Look at that. Now I'm going to check with the fossil gang, but I'm sure that's what it is. A little shell, 2 parts, fossilized. It's beautiful. That's absolutely the most precious thing. Full thanks go to Sam Katoven for helping me ID this fossil find. You can find her online. Her handle is Megasteg. Now she's our go-to fossil person within the mudlarking sphere. If this fossil here is Jurassic, what on earth was it doing in the Thames? In an interview with Jason Sandy for Beachcombing magazine, Sam explains it to us. So we'll deal with the native fossils first. So here we go. Eocene London clay yields fossil remains from sharks, rays, bony fish, crabs, lobsters, sea snakes and invertebrates such as nautilus. These are more commonly found in the estuary but can be found further upriver. So that accounts for the native finds. So where do the echinoids, ammonites and brachiopods and all the other fossil finds come from? Deposition is the answer. Sam here again in Beachcombing magazine. Some of the fossils in the Thames are local and others are imported. Chalk is also found naturally at the estuary, but there is also a lot of imported chalk which was brought in to form the soft tops of barge beds for use in London's thriving river trade. Chalk contains fossils and flint fossil casts, the most common of which are sponges of many varieties. The most easily recognisable fossils from the chalk are echinoids, sea urchins, bivalves, gastropods and brachiopods can also be found, such as belemnites and ammonites. There you go. Sam explains it to us. And if you want to read more about this, check out my latest post on Patreon, which does a deeper dive into how these kinds of fossils end up in the River Thames through deposition. Just down here, I can see a really nice thing. It is a little worn. There it is. So let's see. Let's see what it is exactly. It's part of a seal. Oh, and it's got some really lovely detail on there. When I get that dry and under a loupe, I'll know more about it. It looks like a crest or a coat of arms, maybe. I just need to get that home and have a closer look. But yeah, very nice little find, even if it is worn. Love that. And it's coins again. It's another British coin, and with some concretion on this time, another 5 pence. As I've said before, when I get these home, get them in a bit better shape, and then I donate them all. So that's why I take them with me. There we go, just whack the concretion off the back. Oh, it's knackered, but I think still legal tender. There we go. Alright, we've got a tiny one down here. Let's have a look. It's a sweet thing again. It's very, very tiny. I'm going to go into it. Let's see if you can see it. There. A tiny bead. There we go, a little seed bead. Lovely, never say no to a seed bead. Now, if I'm not mistaken, down next to this very modern 20th century or mid-20th century, or maybe later, I don't know, whatever, we're not looking at that. Over here, look at this. Is that a little piece of stove tile or is that a piece of dish? Curious one. I think that may be a little piece of stove tile. I'll check that out when I get home and we'll see what we've got here. Honestly, this coin day, are we actually at some point going to get something old? Penny, English, British penny. There we go. At this point, I wouldn't call it a curse so much, but here we go. Another. Some days it just is like that. Can we see any more? Okay, I think we're done here. Let's head over to another area. I mean, I said I wasn't going to let these coins get me, but they did. There are certain really symbolic things that I love to find, even if they're modern. It's down here. I'm sure you can see it. There we go. Even if it's modern, I love to find keys. It's a good old Yale, so that will go in my key pot with my many other keys. I've gone miles and it continues. More modern pennies of some sort. I think that's a British one. Washer. Yeah, the coin line is strong. I've moved into the tiny bit zone. We've got beads, pins, and here, the tiniest piece of type. Let me just get it in my hand. An O. Really, really tiny piece of type. I'll print that when I get home and show you. And we have amongst it all, of course, got some garnets, and Curse of the Broken Buckle continues. I'm going to leave these in the foreshore because there are some new mudlarks down here, brand spanking new. And maybe they've never found some Staffordshire comb slipware before, so yeah, I'm just going to leave those there, see if maybe they want them. Lovely though, aren't they? Took a photo, of course, and yeah, there they are. Gorgeous button. So this is a two-part, this great big globby bobby outer area, and this inner part using the shank there. Yeah, interesting one. 17th, 18th, not sure. I mean, I don't think it's earlier than that. It could be. Having said that, I could be talking rubbish. Lovely. Really pleased with that. Might just add a wet leg again. There's another lovely bit I will leave for someone else to find. Look, just sitting in there. Gorgeous piece in the middle of the foreshore there. Some new mudlark will find that and be happy. It's lovely. So we've got a bit of Frobisher's gold, fool's gold down here, I think. Yep. And then somewhere I just flipped up a button and I've lost it again. So let's play a game. Who's going to find it first? Let's see where I flicked that little button to. Oh. a nice game for us both to play, but I think I'm gonna have to put you down. Can't find it. Hold up, I've got it again. And we found another seed bead there, tiny things. And here comes the button. I am afraid it is broken. It's missing its shank. But there, little tiddler of a button. If I can get it in my giant hand to flip over. Oh my goodness. It's watching a not very intelligent person function. Here we go. There it is. And there's the bead. Doink. Haven't done this for a while, but I'm crossing the brick zone. And let's take a look at this one here. Lovely, crisp and clear. Oh my goodness, it's just occurred to me. Am I going to take it home? You know what? I might, but do I have one? I'm not sure. All right, Farnley. Let's see the state of it on the other side. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to take it, aren't I? Build up my old brick wall. Okay, nice. I'm so glad I picked up this Farnley brick. It's one of those moments where you find a thing, you think, oh, I'm going to have to take it home. And then when you do, you start to research it, a whole world uncovers for you. So Farnley Iron Company, they were established by the Armitage brothers of Farnley Hall, this huge stately home, and the reason they established it was to make use of the minerals on their estate, coal, iron and fireclay. So their operations were at first confined to manufacturing pig iron in cold blast furnaces, but after a few years the works were extended to include all the operations for making finished iron. They also made bricks, so there you go. Fire bricks and glazed bricks like this one here. They were makers of wrought iron plates, bars, axles, corrugated tiles, and yeah, they are super interesting. If you want to go and have a look online, check out Farnley Hall. If you want to read more about that, just like with the fossils, head on over to my Patreon site. I will be posting about that in a few days. So pleased with the Farnley brick. Do you know, I'm actually such a massive fool because I meant to just have a look at that brick, and then you know how these things happen. I thought, I don't think I've got a Farnley, so in the bag it goes. Yeah, silly old me. Well, it's been a nice day. Thank you for joining me again down here. I'm just heading through the old brick section, making my way home. We've had some nice finds. That fossil was my favourite, actually. I really loved that. So, yep. See you on the next. That's all there's left to say. See you then. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.